Jake Murray, and I'm a defenseman for the Kingston Frontenacs.
Jakob Brahaney, defense, Kingston Frontenacs.
Brendan Bonello, goaltender for the Kingston Frontenacs.
It's an honor to be the captain, and I've been here long enough that I feel I know all the systems. So, for example, if a guy has a question on the penalty kill, I've been in his position and kind of dealt with some of the experiences he's going to deal with.
Last year, I was coming into a brand new room, and a guy like Jakob Brahaney, who's our captain this year, he took me under his wing and he really showed me the way, even if it was just how to hang up my equipment in our stalls. You know, he really made me feel comfortable. He really made me feel at home. And having multiple of those guys that can do that for everyone in the room, having that sense of belonging, having that sense of comfort, that sense of home, it really transfers onto the ice. You know, when you're comfortable with your teammates, you're more comfortable on the ice, talking to them, communicating.
Leadership is a big thing on any team, just because when stuff goes wrong and it's not always going the way you want it to go, there's always going to be a guy that takes charge and really shows why he is a leader in this league and on our team, and shows the right way that it's supposed to go and just goes about it the same way every day.
Being an older guy, I need to lead by example and show some of the young guys the ropes a little bit. At the same time, I feel like I'm a vocal leader where I can hold some of our guys accountable if need be, or give a pat on the back and keep the boys going if that's what's needed at the time.
He's been through a lot. He's been through winning teams, whether it be a couple years ago when we made our run. He's been through a lot of lows with us, whether it be last year. And he always knows the right thing to say. He's always timely with his words. He doesn't talk too much, but when he does and he says it, it hits home a lot for a lot of guys.
There's obviously young guys every year that come into the league. They may not know anyone on the team, and you know, having a group of leaders, leadership group, it's important for those guys to know who to go to if they have any questions or they feel uncomfortable or they just want someone to talk to. Having that group established, I think it really helps with the room. It kind of helps fuse everyone, and guys can come to you or just look up to you, follow in your steps, and leaders are guys that hopefully do things right, small things, big things, and set the path for guys to follow.
I think to be a good leader or manager, like dealing with people, I think that you need to be able to divide some of the tasks. So I don't want to be the only voice that the guys are hearing in the locker room. We have a lot of older guys that are leaders as well, but Murr being the only assistant captain right now, I want him to be able to speak up and say stuff as well, because sometimes you don't want to hear my voice in the locker room, and it's Murr that's going to get all the boys going.
I'm not the most vocal guy by any means, but I definitely lead by example. I come to the rink every day to get better. I do the little things right. I pay attention to the details, and you know, I think my teammates definitely pick up on that. You know, I keep my area clean in the room. I put my equipment away in the gym. Just little things like that.
When I see we're not having a great practice or a great game, and I see one of the leaders on this team, whether it's Murr or Bratsy, step up and take charge in the room, you know, it kind of, if I'm not at my best that night either, it kind of wakes me up and gets me going a little bit too. So it's good to hear it from those guys.
It's important that obviously your captain and/or captains are relaying the same message that you would want to relay yourself, which you obviously can't because you're not in the room at all times. But I think it's an extension of the coaching staff where they're the type of players that you want representing your team, and they've bought into every aspect that is your culture and the identity of the club. And I think we've done an excellent job this year in identifying two guys, and we've left it up to them. If it warrants a third guy or a fourth guy, then we're prepared to do that.